Lori, is the coffee in here? Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. Hey, why didn't you wake me when you got up? The alarm didn't go off.
Because I had to get up at 5 to study for this psych test. What's your rush? You don't have to be in till 9, right?
Yeah, well, I usually do. But I want to get in early today. I'm going to take an extra hour for lunch.
Oh, you mean we're finally going to have that lunch date that we planned over a week ago?
I don't believe this. My first appointment's in 15 minutes and I'm still here. No, honey, I'm going to scout some locations for the site of the clinic. Where's the paper?
I thought Rollins Realty was going to handle that.
Yeah, they were, but they don't do business in that part of town.
What do you mean? They're one of the biggest realty agencies around.
Well, that may be, but they don't have anything in the Chesterfield area. There it is.
Chesterfield?
Yeah, that's why I need the extra hour. It's going to take me at least 20 minutes to get there from the hospital.
This is all because of your dad, isn't it?
What?
Your obsession with the impoverished. You're feeling guilty because your dad has handed you everything you ever wanted. Even this condo.
Hey, I never said I wanted this condo. And I don't see what my father's money has to do with the clinic.
You're ready to start from the bottom again. I don't believe you.
Lori, just because we have $37,000 doesn't mean I have to take a suite on Fifth Avenue. I mean, the easy life.
You call what we've been through easy? Ben, we haven't had it easy since we got back from our honeymoon.
Oh, I see. That's what it's all about, huh? Lori, life is supposed to be a challenge. I became a doctor not to sit in some easy chair and collect status points.
No, you want to collect welfare checks.
I think we better just cut this conversation short. I'm late already. You know, I just don't understand this, Lori. I've told you before, I've always wanted to help those people who can't usually get help. But, you know, it seems you've already planned what I should be doing. And I really don't like that.
There you go.
Okay. So, you want to know what I do all day besides driving a truck between construction sites? I buy groceries.
Groceries?
Yes. Yeah, well, not all the time. Mr. Prescott's secretary. I like to pick up stuff for her.
Oh, is that a part of your job, Peter?
Well, no, she helped me out when I first got the job. So, now maybe you'll stop worrying about me and having accidents all the time.
Okay. I guess I was overreacting a bit. I didn't mean to.
That's okay.
Oh, say, by the way, are you sure you don't need a ride to school?
Oh, no, Gordy called me this morning. He promised he'd come by.
Okay.
Gary, what are you doing here so early?
Gary who?
Hey, expected you this afternoon.
Peter, how you doing? I'm sorry to barge in, but I couldn't sleep.
Oh, Peter, invite your friend in.
Well, yeah, Mom, this is Gary Taylor from Prescott Development. He's going to fix my car for me. This is my mom.
Pleasure's mine, Mrs. Davidson. Peter's told me all about you.
Oh, well, I hope it was all good.
Oh, believe me, it is. And you know, you're even prettier than he says.
Well, you just made my day, Gary. Here, why don't you sit down here and I'll get you some pancakes.
Oh, no, Mrs. Davidson, thanks, but I couldn't impose like that.
No, it's no trouble at all. You just sit down. Peter, why don't you pour Gary a cup of cocoa?
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry about not calling, Peter. I tried to call last night, but couldn't get through.
You called here?
Yeah, I did. Why?
Oh, nothing. I mean, I was here, but I don't know why I didn't hear the phone ring.
Well, the line was busy when I called.
Oh.
Oh, boy, these look great. Thanks, Mrs. Davidson.
Anytime.
I guess you're pretty proud of your son, helping you and all.
Yeah, I guess I am fantastic.
He gets in the way sometimes, but I think I'll keep him.
Yeah. Well, you should have seen him go into action the other day. He was great.
Why? What'd he do?
I mean, during the accident. You know, when he went up on the scaffold and held it until one of the construction guys came and took over.
Oh, he did he?
Like I said, he went up on the scaffold. A real professional. Mr. Prescott says he's getting a bonus come payday.
Oh, is that right? Well, I think I might give him a couple bonuses, too, come payday.
Hey, I hope you don't have to keep that up much longer.
Sorry, Charlie, I got 3 songs to learn for this weekend.
Yeah, well, I've got 3 chapters to read for anatomy class before it starts this afternoon, so cool it. And watch it, your epidermis is showing.
What's so funny?
You don't even know what your epidermis is.
Well, why don't you come down here and show me, big boy?
It's your skin, smarty.
Oh.
You know, maybe if you missed fewer classes and stopped waiting for phone calls that never come, you'd learn a few things.
Look, just because Cohen didn't call yesterday doesn't mean he's not going to call today.
And just because the man said he was going to call doesn't mean he has any real intentions of doing that, Becky.
Wes, you're always looking for the worst.
I love it. You sit around the house for 2 days hoping for some shot-in-the-dark dream. You jump every time the phone rings, and you know you should be in class.
Look, Russ, I don't need to hear this right now, all right?
I am not trying to cut you down,
Really?
Becky. Really. I am just trying to help you face the facts. All right. You think you're good enough, right? What about the other guys? The band, Summerwind, Phil. I bet he told you that they couldn't make it without you, huh? There are bands that are years in the making. And it takes them years after that just to hit the charts. Now, do you honestly think that this guy from a big New York production house is gonna call you? You want me to get it? Hello. Yeah, sure, she is. Yeah, hold on. Becky, it's for you. Person-to-person call from Dave Cohen. Are you gonna answer it?
Hello? Yeah, this is Becky Hewitt. Weaver, this is Becky Weaver. Yeah, sure, I'll hold. Hi, Dave. Oh, I'm fine, thanks. No, I was just kind of sitting around. What? They want us to what? Okay. Okay, yeah, that sounds great. It'll be great to see you. Uh-huh. Listen, I'll tell Phil, and, thanks for calling, okay? Russ, it's happening, it's happening. Do you know what he just said to me?
No.
He wants me to cut an album with Summerwind featuring me. He's coming down here to discuss contracts.
That's great, baby. I'm really glad for you. You can tell me all the details after I get back from class, okay?
Oh, come on, can't you at least act happy for me? I mean, this is a 1 in a million shot, and I got it.
Hey, I got a couple more chapters I gotta read before I go to class this afternoon.
Look,
I gotta
look,
get to
you
the
can stay
library
here and
study.
study. Come on, have a quiet.
No.
Hey, I promise. Look, Russ, when you're a full-fledged doctor, then we'll celebrate too. Right now, can't you just say that you're happy for me?
Oh, yeah, babe, I'm happy for you, Miss Hewitt. I gotta go.
Nancy. Yes, I'll be over as soon as I pick up some things at the King's Arms. Oh, I'd say about 7:15. Oh, All right. Well, we can talk about it then. Bye-bye, Nancy.
Living out of 2 suitcases now, Charles?
What's the matter with you, Harold? You look disgustingly somber.
It's a matter that would sober a Bowery drunk.
Well?
Word's out. We're a high risk. No company's gonna touch us now.
What? I thought that...
None. Not one. Zilch. I called every company in town. Some of them even hung up on me. Wouldn't even hear me out.
Every one of them? How can you be so sure?
Because I have been on the phone to them all day since yesterday. I even tried some out-of-town companies.
You mean to tell me that there isn't one respectable company to back us in insurance?
It's like we're lepers, Charles.
If our investors find out about this, we're dead. They'll just simply take the money and run.
Yeah, that's not the worst part. We have got to stop all construction on Hollister Mall.
What?
Now.
What? Why?
Because if anybody over there gets into an accident, we're going to have lawsuits. It'll make our bank accounts look like the Mojave Desert.
Harold, all of this is making me very, very sick.
Yeah, you and me too.
Well, what are you going to do about it? It was your idea that started us on this let's go up and smoke business, and it's also your idea that it wasn't going to get out of hand
Wait a
either.
minute, just maybe, if you had given me a little help on some of the 300 calls I had to make in the last 24 hours, we just might have ourselves an insurance company by now.
That's not the point. You're getting paid for what you do. Those 300 telephone calls are something that I expect you to do. And incidentally, your record of services rendered leaves a lot to be desired. Now, I want a new insurance company in 24 hours. Now, get out of here before I throw you out. And don't come back until we're insured.
Well, this may not be the Greenbrier, but they make a mean cup of coffee here.
Yeah, so Ben tells me. How's Peter working out at Prescott Development?
Well, as far as Prescott's concerned, fine. For me, that's another story.
Really? That's good.
Lori.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lord, thank you so much for this food and this time together with my mother. In your precious name, amen. You're right. This is good.
I told you. How are things with you and Ben? You excited about the clinic he wants to start?
Oh, he told you, huh?
Well, I do work at the hospital. He sounds pretty excited about it.
Oh, yeah. He's excited, all right.
Aren't you?
How excited do you expect me to get about moving into the barrio?
What are you talking about?
Did he tell you where he wants to set up the clinic?
No, he didn't mention anything to me. Why?
Well, he's looking in the Chesterfield area today. I mean, who knows what might happen tomorrow? Maybe we'll pack up and go to India. I don't know.
But Hollister Square is only a few minutes north of Chesterfield. What's the problem with that area?
Mom, there's a big difference between Hollister Square and Chesterfield. I mean, before we couldn't afford anything better than Hollister Square. But at least then he settled on just having a medical office. Now he wants a clinic.
Well, can he afford to do that now?
Afford it? He could move to Montgomery Lane in Dorchester with what we have to start with now.
Oh, I see. Lori, couldn't you tell when he moved into the area of Hollister Square that his interest was pointing in helping the disadvantaged and the elderly?
Of course I could.
And before you two were married, you knew where he intended his practice to go.
We talked about it.
Well?
Mom, I didn't think he was going to move into the slums. I mean, whose side are you on, anyway?
Lori, look. When two people
Oh, please,
become...
Mom, I'm sorry. I just don't want to talk about this anymore. It makes me ill how close-minded Ben's being about this whole thing. And I just can't take any more criticism about it.
Silence is not the solution, Lori. Never has been, and it never will.
She's just not being reasonable, Alex.
No, come on,
No,
Ben.
she's really not. I mean, she acts like we're living in some kind of dollhouse and the whole world's going to cave in on us.
Well, look, Ben, people are just not used to seeing your kind of idealism put into action. It's not the norm, not even for Lori.
Alex, we talked about this before I got married. I mean, we talked. I could see she understood. I was sure of it.
Maybe you just thought she understood. You know, Ben, it takes quite a while to really understand what makes someone tick. I think that maybe you're rushing the process a little bit.
Alex, is it that hard for Lori to realize that I want to give these people something to be proud of? I mean, not just another clinic, but something they can call their own.
Look, have you ever mentioned any of this to Lori?
Alex, I just told you.
No. I mean in terms so that she can really understand exactly what it is you want to do.
What difference would it make? I mean, she wouldn't be able to see past the word clinic.
You know, Ben, it sounds like to me that you've already given up on her. You know, Lori is a girl with deep feelings. Now, if you talk to her with the confidence that she'll understand, it could be a whole lot better than just lecturing to her. Don't forget what Lori's been through this past year. She had an automobile accident that almost left her paralyzed for life. She lost her father, her grandmother, her marriage to you. They were all major emotional events for her.
Oh, and that explains why she can't understand
No,
why I
Ben,
want to
you're
clinic?
not even listening
No,
to me.
I am listening, Alex. I just don't agree.
Look, I've known Lori all of her life, and the things that you're telling me about just don't fit with the Lori Martin that I know. Ben, her whole world has been shaken this past year, and now she's afraid of any change. Look, give her a chance. Be patient with her. Move from love, and she'll come around.
Alex, have you ever thought of becoming a psychiatrist?
Goes with the territory.
Hey, pretty lady. Rehearsal's not till 6 o'clock. What are you doing here?
Nothing special. I just thought I'd come down and see if anybody's jamming. I'm kind of in the mood, you know?
Well, as you can see, I'm it. So, you're welcome to stay and listen to me practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Hey, how come you're not at home waiting on Cohen's call?
Come on, Phil, you know me. I can't stay in a house more than 2 days without going stir crazy. I need some fresh air sometimes, you know?
Becky, he called, didn't he? Cohen called you. Tell me.
Yeah, he did. He called this morning. Can you believe it?
Well, what'd he say?
He wants us to do an album.
You're kidding. Yeah! All right! We did it! We did it! I don't believe it. We made it. Oh, Becky, that's great. What else did he say?
Well, he just wants to come down and talk about a contract with us.
Coming down when?
He's gonna call you on it. He wants to do publicity shots. He wants to set up a date for the recording session, and he wants to make sure all my songs are copyrighted. I don't even know how to do that.
Oh, well, there's no problem with that. I can help you out there.
Okay.
Oh, Becky, this is it. No more playing clubs like the Tiger's Paws. From now on, we accept only class act invitations.
You got no argument there, mister.
You know, this also means you can stop buying your pantyhose from the local drugstore. No more runs.
What do you mean, no more runs?
Your hair.
What's the matter with my hair? Hey.
That's okay if you're going to be singing around here, but we are hitting New York. Look, you're going to have publicity pictures. You're going to have clothes that have to look a little bit more sophisticated, like from Richardson's or something like that.
Come on, Phil. What am I, some kind of a social butterfly now or something?
Yeah, babe. That's right. And we're going to fly to New York. Top of the sixes, Sardi's. Look, there are people there that are going to see you, and everybody who's anybody has got to be able to remember you.
You make it sound like a dream.
No, now there's where you're definitely off. Before this was a dream. Now it's real.
All's quiet, I see.
Well, well, well. You're only 3 hours late. You should be happy. I didn't freeze your dinner yet.
Well, how'd your test go for your psych class?
As well as could be expected, under the circumstances.
Hey, come on. Don't I even get a kiss?
I met my mother for lunch at the hospital.
Yeah, so?
She's on your side.
Oh? Had a full day today. Oh, operations with Dr. Matthews as well as my usual schedule.
Well, then I guess you didn't have a chance to check on the site for the clinic?
As a matter of fact, I called a real estate agency that Rollins recommended to me. It's called Marshall Enterprises.
And?
Well, there was no wind in there at the time. But I went ahead and went down to Chesterfield, even though I didn't talk to them, just to see the area since I'd planned to. Laurie, I've decided that I'm going to put the clinic there. Honey, it's everything I've been looking for.
You know, I just can't understand why you could really consider doing something like that after Hollister Square.
Laurie, I couldn't afford to move then. I mean, I just couldn't afford to do it.
I don't mean that. I mean, you hardly had any patience at Hollister Square before Carpenter started moving in on you. Ben, poor people can't afford to pay the kind of money
That's
that
why it's a clinic and not a doctor's office, Laurie.
You could lose everything you invest in a clinic in that section of town.
What, that section of town, those people, is that all I'm ever going to hear from you? Now, I told you a long time ago I've always wanted to help a neighborhood like Chesterfield. But now that we have the money, I can do it.
Have you ever stopped to think to ask me what I thought about that? How you're investing our money?
Laurie, it's my practice.
I'm your wife. I've had it. I don't want to hear any more about this Crusader campaign of yours.
Fine, that's fine. What about my dinner?
Get it yourself.